good, everybody? I hope you are having a great weekend so far, having a blast at the gym. Finish your gym session, and if this is your rest day, then thank you for joining me on this supplement review. And this pre-workout right here, I feel like it is a weekend vibe kind of pre-workout, just because it has that special ingredient that everybody does love to take. But also, this is something I can consider that I could take something between the week. And once you hear my the supplement facts and my experience on it for the last three times that I tried it, excuse me, then you'll know why I'm saying that. But regardless, if you're like myself and you see I got the wrestling shirt on, you are hyped for next weekend. So you best believe I'm going to be taking this pre-workout next weekend as well. And let's jump into the review. So the review is going to be on the M2 pre-workout by Mind and Muscle Nutrition, or Mind Muscle Nutrition. And right here, straight off the bat, we have a sick label. And they went hard with the label. Has a nice gloss finish. Doesn't have a 3D pop, but it is appealing, especially when you see the flavor as well. We got right here the orange Smarty. Love the name on it, orange Smarty. So we're getting some claims in here at the bottom of the label. Right here, we are getting euphoric tunnel vision. That's what it's saying. Increased blood flow, and we are getting unparalleled energy. Also, I would like to add that we are getting 25 servings per tub, which is not bad at all. It's right in between what everybody is doing right now in the supplement space, meaning you could get a pre that has 20, or you could get a pre that has 30, but this is like right in the middle, 25 servings. It's not bad, especially with the ingredient profile. Now, before we jump into the ingredient profile, I do want to talk about the orange Smarty flavor. Now, this flavor, with with just by looking at the ingredient profile, I was like, okay, it's gonna be orange, but it's gonna probably be a little bit on the bitter side, just because some if they're well sourced, especially if they have the goods, sometimes you will get that chemical taste in the back. But boy, was I wrong, man. I was surprised. This thing tastes like straight up orange juice, bro. The best way I could compare it to is if you ever were sick and you ever bought those little packets of the immune boost that had like an orange flavor. That's what it'll be tasting like, man. But I don't know how they were able to do it, but this orange Smarty flavor. Now, let's move on to supplement facts, because there's nothing else to say about the flavor. It's slamming, and I think it's one of the best tasting pre-workouts out. Now, we are getting serving size of 1 scoop, which is 18.5 grams. So for me, a flat level scoop was 18 grams. So I believe I got that additional 0.5 in there, just because my scale isn't like too precise. It's just whether it's gonna say 18 or 19 grams. But if you are somebody that has that type of scale like myself, then go ahead and take 19.5. Is really not gonna kill you if you want to make sure that you are getting everything in in the serving. So that's what I'll say. And we are, like I said earlier, we are getting 25 servings in here. All right, so let's move on to the rest of the ingredient profile. We are getting vitamin B3 as niacin, and that is at 20 milligrams. We are getting some citrulline malate at 6,000 milligrams. I don't want to hear anybody say, hey, it's not the recommended, blah, blah, blah. No, bro, you getting some citrulline in here for the pumps. You already know what that ingredient does, and if you don't, citrulline malate right here, it doesn't say it, but usually it's a 2-to-1 ratio, and at 6,000 milligrams, man, you are going to get some good pumps. Just put some tension on the muscle to keep it 100, because then you will get that muscle popping. But regardless, let's move on to the rest of the ingredient profile. Now, we are getting some beta alanine at 4,000 milligrams. Now, this is above the recommended amount of 3,200. So we're getting 800 milligrams or additional milligrams. So I'm not complaining. I love to feel the betas. Honestly, when I first tried pre-workouts, I didn't really like it, but now I can't take a pre without it. It just feels weird. I don't know if that's the same with you guys. Leave it in the comment section if that's something that you notice, like with beta. So the next ingredient we are getting in here is some L-taurine at 2,000 milligrams, some L-tyrosine at 1,500 milligrams, some sodium nitrate at 1,000 milligrams. So that is another pump ingredient that you can stack onto the, like in your mind, you can stack with the citrulline malate and you will get a great pump on it. The next ingredient we're getting in here is choline bicitrate at 500 milligrams. Now, this ingredient right here is to add to the stimulatory effects. It will amplify the ingredients and also take it to the next level when it comes to the head buzz, the head high, or whatever you want to call it. You will just be feeling a little bit better, and it just takes the pre to the next level, like I said. So following that, we are getting some Raya genesis extract at 250 milligrams, some L-novaline at 200 milligrams, some caffeine anhydrous at 150 milligrams. So you're like, okay, is that the only caffeine I'm getting in here? Because it's kind of low. Honestly, we're gonna get some more caffeine, but at 150 milligrams, I know everybody's like, hey, it's a little bit more than a cup of coffee, but I'm like, caffeine anhydrous does last a little longer, so potentially it feels like a little bit more. Now we are going into the favorite portion that everybody likes, especially the stim junkies. We are getting the 2-amino at 100 milligrams. Not too high, not too low. I feel like it's a great amount for you to feel the DMHA, and the 2-amino, and just be able to focus. Because some pre-workouts that have you know 250, 300, 400, you're kind of going to be in the sky for the rest of the day. And for me, it's good, but not like if I want to take it on a Friday or anything like that, because you'll be in your meetings or whatever at work, you just be floating. So that's just my take on the 2-amino, but at that amount, I feel like it's great. And we are getting some more caffeine, as caffeine citrate at 50 milligrams. So when you stack it together, it's around 200 milligrams of caffeine at most. So for me, I feel like it's a great amount, because it's not too intense. Following that, we are getting some Synephrine HCl at 50 milligrams. Now, I love Synephrine just because of the fat burning properties that it does have. Moving on to the last ingredient in here, we are getting some Alpha Yo Himbine for all my Alpha Yo lovers, because I know certain people in the community do not want to take some pre's that do not have Alpha Yo. They're like, hey, can I stack an Alpha Yo tablet on it or whatever? I'm like, hey, I get it why you love Alpha Yo, but certain pre-workouts are not going to have it, but this one does, and we are getting it at 2.5 milligrams, and that is the entire ingredient profile. Now, for me, I'm looking at this label, and I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit of everything, meaning you're getting some pumps, we're getting more than the recommended amount for beta, we are getting some nice nootropics, and then we got the 2-amino. With the 2-amino, you are going to have a great workout session. Now, talking about a great workout session, every single time I tried this, for the last 3 times that I went to the gym, and honestly, the first time I tried this was on a Wednesday, and everybody was like, you're trying M2 on a Wednesday? I'm like, yeah, because I felt like the ingredient profile was was good enough for me to be like, hey, I'm not gonna mind me feeling a little bit of this on a work day. And that's what it was. Like, I hit the gym, and within 15 minutes, I'm driving, and like this beta, I'm scratching my face because it's real strong. Like, I felt it all around my eyebrows, forehead, and it just went down to my neck. A little bit of shoulder massage, honestly. That's how I take it anyways. But when you feel it in your eyebrows, oof, you know that beta is well sourced. So after I get out of the car, I'm like, okay, um, let's hit the gym. I already got that sense of urgency. So quick stretch, start hitting the weights. As I was working out, I would like to say like around 25 to 30-minute time frame. That's when I really started feeling a little bit more of the energy, because I'm taking this like 6 in the morning, no later than that, and I'm in the gym by 6:20, 6:25. There's no traffic 6:20, but 6:25 normally. So I'm working out, and by the time I hit that 30-minute time frame, I start feeling a little bit of the energy, a little bit of the nootropic hit. But the good thing about it is that it doesn't like creep up on you too hard, in the sense of, okay, it hits you and it's like, hey, I'm here, and then it just continues to build to a point that you're feeling comfortable as it builds while you're working out. It's not like, hey, I feel it, then it just smacks you and you gotta, pause for a little bit, take a deep smack. It comes in smooth, and then it continues to build, and then you start feeling that DMHA, that 2-amino, and then you're like, okay, I'm buzzing, feeling great, I'm going through my workout. So when I would say, I think 45 minutes, around that, yeah, around 45 minutes, 50-minute time frame, that's when usually most pre's, and especially this pre right here, you start feeling the full intense, or the full intensity, I mean, of the 2-amino. And it's a great feeling. Like, this is something that I would say could be a High-Stim daily pre-workout with 2-amino, just because it has a low dose, enough for you to feel good throughout your workout session. And also you can go home, shower up and focus and do what you got to do for work. For me, if I got to work, because I work from home and I got to do reports and everything, I was able to focus. I wasn't spaced out with too much 2-amino. No, I felt uh, focused, like I said, and I felt good for most of the day. Like, it kind of, and that's another thing, it doesn't go away right after, like, 2 or 3 hours. Like, it stays there, especially the tropic hit with the 2-amino, for the next, I believe, like 6-7 hours. So by the time I hit like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., that's when everything started going away. And I'm like, I hit the gym at 6, did my hour and a half workout, and then was feeling good for the rest of the day. And in the evening, if I felt a little tired, then I would drink like a cup of coffee. But besides that, I just felt great on it. Very positive experience of the first time in a weekday with a 2-amino pre-workout. That's why I was amazed, and I was like, okay, tastes good. Had a great workout. I didn't crash. Had a great experience while I was working, and the 2-amino wasn't too much that had me like in a corner or anything like that, or feeling awkward. No, it was perfect. And the same thing happened the second and third time I tried it, which was awesome, because I like products that you can take it, you know, a day passes by, you take it again, or a couple days pass by and it hits you the same as the first time you tried it. Because I know there's some pre-workouts that hit you and smack you like the side on the side of your head for the first time, but then like you take it the second and third time and you're like, hey, something's off, I don't feel it the same, and then you gotta wait a while to circle back to it. But this one, you don't gotta wait nothing. I feel like you can take it back to back. I do not recommend it, but I'm saying it's a possibility. Like, let's say if you're doing it like Friday and Saturday, it's something not too intense for you to do it. But for me, if you're gonna take it in the weekday, you can take it. Like, let's say, like myself, I took it on Wednesday, took a break on Thursday, didn't take no DMHA until Saturday, and then something like that. Give your body some time to flush out. But regardless, this was an experience that I did not expect. Right, guys. So to wrap up the video, the M2 pre-workout by Mind Muscle Nutrition is a great pre-workout to have on deck. It is a keeper. It is something that you will want to continue to buy, just because let's say you do not want to wait to the weekend and you to try out a pre-workout or take your pre-workout that has 2-amino. Well, you can reach for this one and not feel bad about it, just because the 2-amino is not too high dose, and stacked with the other stimulants, I feel like it will not affect you at all. So all in all, man, you will have great energy, great pumps. It will not affect your sleep, and it'll have you buzzing and feeling good for the rest of the day, and also keep you productive. It won't keep you in the sky. No, it'll keep you where you want to be for that day or that weekend, whatever, whenever you are going to try this one out. So you can pick up the M2 pre-workout at NutriCartel.com and use my discount code WFS for 15% off your entire order. So last thing before I let you guys go, leave in the comment sections down below whether you already picked the M2 up, if you tried it, the sample packs, or the tub, or different flavor, and if you are going to pick up the M2 after the review. All right. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next supplement.